Picture this. It's a chilly November morning, and you're feeling so grateful for all the love you felt at Thanksgiving 2 days ago. Suddenly, there's hatred looming in the air. Your parents aren't speaking to each other, and your brother can't stand to be near you. What could have possibly changed in 2 days? Then it hits you. It's the Saturday after Thanksgiving. You rush to throw on every piece of crimson you have, pinning your button to your jersey. You grab your lucky shaker and you leap for your sacred spot on the couch. It's time for the Iron Bowl. Alabama versus Auburn, where legends are made, hearts are broken, and allegiances run deeper than blood. It's the only game that'll turn a house divided faster than you can say, "Roll Tide." According to a study done by Stanford University and Big Data, most rivalries have a lot in common. Comparing Alabama and Auburn to other schools, there was no other rivalry that had as much in common as these two teams did, providing yet another reason to claim the Iron Bowl as the greatest rivalry in all of sports. But why does this matter to you? This year, the University of Alabama is hosting the Iron Bowl. As students of the university, it's important that we understand the history of the traditions that we take part in. Today, we'll be discussing the rich history, passionate fan culture, and key moments of competition and camaraderie that make the Iron Bowl so significant to our university. Let's start where it all began. The first Iron Bowl was held in February of 1893. Auburn won 32-22, claiming that it was the first big win of the 93 season. However, Alabama disagreed, saying that it was the last win of the 92 season. The two teams would then have contractual issues and refuse to play each other for 41 years. It wasn't until 1948 that the two teams would face off again, Alabama running away with it all, winning 55-0. Sports Illustrated Fan Nation called this game a raucous, jubilant release valve of generations of frustration. From this point on, the two teams would go back and forth with back-to-back winning streaks. According to NCAA.com, Alabama dominated from 1950 to 1953, while Auburn won 5 straight games from 1954 to 1958. The competition wasn't just left on the field though. The ODK Cup, or the Iron Bowl trophy, was presented during halftime at the annual basketball game. The losing team's student government president would have to sing the winner's fight song in the Winners Coliseum. This would be the beginning of many traditions that we still carry to this day. Another tradition we hold is tailgating. Here at the University of Alabama, we take tailgating very seriously, especially during the Iron Bowl. Once you step foot on the quad, you're hit with the smell of barbecue, sounds from the $1 Million Band and Dixieland Delight, and white tents as far as the eye can see. There are many emotions circling in the air, but after the game, there's usually only two: sweet, sweet victory or absolute disgust. Each team celebrates these wins and losses differently. You can find Auburn smothering their trees in toilet paper, while Alabama shouts "Rammer Jammer" at the top of their lungs. Both teams have had their fair share of wins and losses. However, there is one infamous loss that Alabama fans still have nightmares over to this day. The 2013 Iron Bowl, also known as Kick Six. Alabama was ahead. TJ Yeldon scooted the ball across the 50-yard line and out of bounds. The officials put 1 second back on the clock, and Saban made the decision to let a redshirt freshman try and kick a 57-yard field goal. The goal was missed, and it was returned by Auburn's Chris Davis, who ran it across the field into the end zone, beating the #1 Crimson Tide. Vern Lundquist would tell CBS Sports that this was his favorite game out of all the years of football that he's done. Although this rivalry is intense, there have been moments where each team has supported one another. According to Auburn University, a group of UA graduates created Tide for Tumors when Harvey Updike poisoned the trees. A year later, Tuscaloosa was hit with horrendous tornadoes on April 27th. According to AL.com, Auburn players and coaches took a trip to Tuscaloosa to help with cleanup. They also paired with Tide for Tumors to raise money for relief, putting the rivalry aside to help those in need. Today, we talked about the Iron Bowl. We talked about its history, fan culture, and competition camaraderie. I hope you understand now why this game is so important to the University of Alabama, and I hope that you feel a sense of pride and spirit as we host this season's Iron Bowl. Thank you, and roll Tide.